Union Raza Podcast. Welcome to the Union Raza Podcast, episode number 14 for 2026. Let me throw it on over to Iram.
What's up, Racita? Buenas tardes. Happy Friday. Check it out. We're in our new podcast studio, La Nueva Casa de Union Raza, here with my co-host. Preséntese, compa.
How's it going, Racita? Happy Friday. Saludcita de la buena. And yeah, bro, the guys over there, the creative people at Artkore did a fucking amazing job, dude. I love this. It's badass. And I want to introduce our guest.
Guests.
Bro. Hey, bro. Así está mi inglés, güey. ¿Qué quieres que haga, güey? No mames, güey.
No, está bien, no pasa nada.
If you're gonna correct me the way I pronounce shit, dude, it's gonna be a long day.
Nunca iba a parar, cabrón, pero nomás. Anyways, yes. Happy Friday. Go ahead and introduce them.
So, welcome to the Union Raza Podcast. Robert Diaz and Al. Bienvenidos.
No se me caiga, compadre.
Yeah. Bienvenidos. And before we start with your story, I want to say, how was the holidays? How was the Christmas? How was the New Year's? I know you guys are both family men, so talk to me about the holidays.
Same answer I gave earlier. It's done, right? The pressures, the deadlines, the presents, the wrapping, the parties, the attending, the making sure you're there, the white elephant gifts, over. We all love our families, but boy, am I glad to see not them right now.
Those bills do go up on December, don't they? Yeah. What about yours, Al?
No, definitely do. We just chilled, relaxed, enjoyed the family. Like everybody says, the pressures come down when the holidays come around. Everything gets more expensive.
Yeah.
It's a good time to spend extra time with your family for sure. Yeah. But it's good to get the year started and move forward.
What about the food, man? 5 pounds extra, 7 pounds extra? I know I got a few on mine.
You know the tamales and the pozole ain't right. Menudo, man, it's all some of the best.
They'll always be kicking on the holidays. Yeah, we had a good Christmas. We spent Christmas here in Las Vegas ourselves, and then we went to Ensenada for New Year's, and it was also my birthday, so on January 1st. 45 años, soy un bebé todavía.
You're old, bro, 45, man. Happy birthday, happy late birthday, bro.
Halfway there through the 40s.
Yes, sir. So yeah, New Year's was cool in Ensenada. It rained about 3 of the days that we were there, out of the 4 that we were there. So, but it was cool. I'm headed to El Salvador mañana, so I'm going to talk to Bukele about what's going on in Venezuela, a ver qué me dice. Pero pues,
I get some pupusas.
I'm going to get some pupusas. Yeah, hell yeah. We're going to El Salvador, and we're going to Guatemala for a couple of days. So
you'll be there from Saturday to Saturday?
Yes, sir. We leave tomorrow at 2, come back Saturday, I think like at 8 or 9. So
you're going to have a good time over there. When I went, bro, the food, the pupusas are really, really different than here because they're, como dicen, tradicionales.
Yeah.
And the first thing surprised that I was that the masa actually tasted like the chicharrón. The masa tasted like chicharrón. You don't have to get the chicharrón. They had the queso con frijol. The queso was bomb. They had like all different ones. No me acuerdo. Chilorio, I think. I mean, like there's like 10 or 12 different types, bro.
Yeah, Cecia told me to try the ones with jalapeno.
Yeah,
cheese,
yeah. Rajas con something. I can't remember.
So, you know what? Speaking of El Salvador, it's crazy how, if you actually look online, it's one of the safest countries in the world right now.
Yeah.
Compared to 10 years ago that people just getting murdered every corner. So, shout out to the president, man. He's done a lot of the stuff that
Bukele has done. He's done some good shit. Yeah. I mean, he did change the only thing that I see that he changed the Constitution. Now he could vote in re-election much of times, and all of a sudden you become a dictator and you forget about what you were there for. That's just my personal opinion. But hey, let's get back to our guest. Carnales, tell me, what do you want to start? Let me start with Robert. Tell me, bro, I think I read somewhere that you were born and raised here in Vegas.
Yeah.
What part of town? Or how did everything start over here?
So second generation. Both my parents are from here. So we've been here a long time. I think my grandpa came out here chasing work. Had my mom, couple uncles, couple aunts. Grew up when I was young. And it's weird, because the east side has very strict parameters. So
yes, sir.
I wasn't the east side. But then I also was in North Las Vegas, right? We were just kind of that northeast side of town, stuck in the trailer park. Little rough spot. My mom got a FICO, figured out what credit was.
Or
Cheyenne, Las Vegas Boulevard.
Cheyenne, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So that little no man's land spot.
Yeah.
Figured out what credit was, bought a house, moved us up to the west side, right? So got into some nicer neighborhoods, figured out what unions were because my friends' dads owned either companies or worked for them. Still not too sure, just knew that they had more money than we did. So got some opportunities through those guys that I still see a lot of them today, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
This was your parents or?
No, friends.
Oh, friends, okay.
Yeah, no, my parents just working class, just like the rest of us, right? Just
But they weren't in the union back then?
No,
What would your parents be working? What they were doing?
So my dad does doors, right? So I guess carpenter by trade.
Okay, carpentry.
Non-union. My mom had trucks. They ran semi-trucks.
Okay.
Loading and unloading rebar and lumber and stuff sitting around town. So sold that out in 2007, I think. Forced to retire. I'm sure she hated it that day, but enjoyed it ever since. So she hasn't worked in a long time, but they did well, right? They weren't poor because they were poor. They were poor because they were young. Babies having babies. So we didn't grow up poor because of bad decisions and parents who weren't making good ideas work out for them. It just, when you're young, everybody's poor, right? You're on the struggle, and fortunately they have me. I appreciate it.
How many siblings?
One. I got a brother that's an electrician, so
okay.
IBW.
Okay.
Older,
Shout out
younger?
to the Sparkies.
Younger. Yeah, that's actually my path to the union is he got in, right? And I'm going, we're racing. When you're younger, you're trying to figure out who's going to make it, who's going to be the one that comes out. He got in. I'm like, I make more money than you. He got a raise. I got a raise. I still make more money than you. He got a raise. I got a raise. And he kept getting raises and mine stopped. And I'm like, oh, man, yeah, there it is, the money machine.
And you were, when this was happening, you were already in sheet metal? Or
No,
what
I
were you
was
doing?
working non-union in a steel yard.
Okay.
First job, right? Just got a chance. Someone gave me a chance. I took it. Enjoyed it. It fit my mentality. You're young. You want to just go do things.
How old?
18, straight out of high school.
You started high school.
So pretty much you're in the union because you got capped.
Yep, got capped.
You're like, screw this. I need to do something.
I my little brother showed me what's up.
Hell yeah.
He's like, now who's making more money? And I'm like, all right, how'd you say you did it, right?
Yeah. So why not join IBW? Just not, electrician's not your thing? Or?
So when I began, I applied for every union I could find a local for, right? Like, didn't care how I was getting out. I just knew I needed to get out. Okay. I didn't know no better. It's not like I had an uncle or an aunt or a mom or a dad or anybody that said, hey, follow my footsteps, right? They're like, just go figure it out. Good luck. Get out, right? They either go to school and you could stay here or go get a job. And I was like, I sure don't like reading very much. So,
were you a good kid, man? Were you a troublemaker or what?
Everyone will tell you they're good kids, and I'm gonna stick to that story, right? I don't want
That's all that matters.
He looks like a troublemaker, bro. If I was a big one on the side, he looks like the one the teacher would say, Robert, otra vez.
Yeah, no, good trouble, right? I think you should explore it in your youth. You should find out hard lessons.
Definitely.
Enough trouble I didn't end up in jail, but
that's what, I'm the same way. I was never a big drinker or never into weed or anything like that, but I don't desmadre, especially with the women, dude.
So this day, ya no?
No, ya me calmé. Ya me pegan.
Okay.
What's up, girl?
Yeah, I seen you used to DJ, just chasing. You still do it.
I still do it. So I do right now. What I do is karaoke. So like I'm actually doing it tonight after this. I'm in El Take It Easy on Sahara. So if you guys want to go, you're more than welcome to. So if you like karaoke, I'll be there from 9 till like 2.
Oh yeah, my karaoke song's Tequila, right?
Yeah.
Only gotta say the same word 5 times.
If you fuck that song up, you suck. Really bad.
Is one really easy to sing it? Or I'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
I can't sing for shit.
So that's pretty cool, Robert. A ver, Al, cuéntanos un poquito de tu vida, de where'd you grow up, how long you been in Vegas?
I was actually born in Whittier, California. Family went over to Phoenix because mom realized that we're not going to be able to raise our kids here in Whittier, California. We need to go back to Phoenix and moving around my mom's side of the family. So
that's where I'm from too, man. I was born in Whittier Hospital.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the OG Whittier Hospital.
Yeah, same. You are same place. Well, back in '67, bro. So
87.
Got you by 20.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we went over when I was like a year and a half old from Whittier to Phoenix, Arizona. Got situated with my mom's side of the family. God bless my grandparents and my tias and tios. It wasn't for them, helping raise me and my 2 brothers, my siblings. Went to Catholic school from the get-go. Unfortunately, I didn't have much of a father there for a while. As soon as I was in 3rd grade, he was gone.
Oh,
didn't
so divorce or just kind of just
what's that?
Was it a divorce?
Yeah, like a divorce.
Divorce?
Dad was a player, man. It was out there planting the seed wherever. That's the way he was. Back in that day, all the fathers were like that. Everybody was doing their thing.
I was about 7 years old. You were about 5 when mom and dad got a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know what's up.
Yeah.
Sorry, but in reality with us, I didn't really have what's the word? A relationship with my dad till I was what, 17, 18?
That's because I kind of told you, I'm like, hey, bro, you got to meet our dad and just say, just so you know him, at least.
And I'm glad I did.
Yeah, because at the end of it, if it wasn't for your mom and your dad, whatever they did, we wouldn't be here. So at least ya con eso, it's like, hey, thank you, Dad. My mom, I don't know what the hell she was thinking, but if it wasn't for that, somebody would have been not here in this podcast. So I know my dad is gone for now, but hey, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he booked when I was in third grade. And
did you ever see him back? Or?
Actually, if it wasn't for me needing his signature when I became 16 years old, because I never saw him until I was 16.
Okay,
I needed his signature to get my driver's license. So I hit him up.
You needed the permit.
And we tried to, things got better after that. It took time,
And it does. It takes time, especially because, we don't know the situation.
No, we don't.
And as kids, I was like, I hated my dad. Why? Yeah. How dare he leave me,
But I think that had a lot of part with my mom. She would bring the resentment to us. It's like, hey, your dad doesn't care. Your dad this, your dad that. And it's like, I remember my dad. I was 7 years old and I was smaller. But to me, my dad was like Superman. He was like hero. And all of a sudden, I got a stepdad, and it's like, well, you're telling me that my dad's a piece of shit. But what the hell is this guy? And I love my stepdad now too. Yeah. But when you're a kid, man, you don't understand. To you, your dad is your dad. Your mom's your mom, and I know shit happens, but you're like, what the hell just happened, dude? How did I just come in and all of a sudden I got to listen to this dude, and who the hell is he? So to me, it was more like, I think I got more resentment on my mom for leaving my dad and not being there. Where Iram, he was smaller, and he just said, this is my new dad, and because I always looked for my dad, and you didn't want to hear it. So
same with you. I'm the oldest of three boys, so I understood it more because I was already in third grade. So my brothers I was 9, 7, 5, and 3. So the youngest one, he didn't understand.
Yeah.
The one in the middle, he kind of blamed my mom. I was older, I understood.
You understood more, yeah.
I blamed my dad.
Yeah.
We completely got off topic, my bad. Anyways, but there's something we got to talk about. Yeah. A couple things I never said. Happy New Year's to Rob and Merry Christmas, Canalito. Any shout outs out there?
Yo, hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year back to you, dog. Yes, we have some on Facebook and Instagram coming in hot. Keith Welch. Hey, I know these guys.
Keith,
Vladimir Ortega. Love the set. Branch 2502 in the house. Vince Savidra. 2 solid ass brothers in a new podcast room, Pound. And we got some right here from Gustavo, who was on the last episode. Saludos carnales from the Painters Union. Then we got Hernan Alvarez 96 _ Let's go Al and Robert. Hold on, stick with me. I got a couple of more.
That's good. We got a couple of you.
Let's see. I have Abraham Cornejo. My weekend is brought to you by my Union brothers. What's up, man? And then I know I got one more. Give me a sec. No, I don't. But what I do have is a question.
This is Yulan, my favorite. So
shout out to Yulan. Here it is. I apologize. W Solo 40. Great job, guys. Union strong.
Yeah. Anyways, you had a question, Rob?
Yeah. One more just came in. Douglas Candido, Carpenters, 1977, checking in. Boom. What's up, Douglas? So, yes, the question is, what does a sheet metal worker do?
Who wants to take it away?
Go ahead. I'll let you start.
Okay. Yeah. So, best question. Because nobody really knows, right? They know what sheet metal is. They don't know what it means, what it does, how we put it in. So, a lot of the biggest part of our scope's HVAC, right? So, in the desert, you couldn't survive without us. That's my favorite tagline. We bring you your AC.
HVAC.
So all the ductwork that runs, all the supply stuff that goes around it from the mechanical rooms, the swamp coolers even, we'll put those in for you. Why not, right? We're just trying to cool down the space. That's the big heavy lift. There's a lot more to it though. We did a tour actually just today with Evelyn from ULEN. So I see her up there. Shout out to you, Evelyn. And showed her just how vast our industry is. We do everything from the computer-aided design to the commercial kitchen install to the refrigeration and all the components surrounding that stuff. Tab, testing and adjusting and balance. What am I missing, Al? I know there's a few here.
The architectural, just like you guys see on the outside with T-Mobile Arena, that brown wrap.
Okay.
Outside, that's all sheet metal workers. All the stuff you see outside the convention center, all that metal wall paneling, that's all our members that put that up. So there's just vast majority of things is that architectural is something that these guys are really proud about, because ever since the days of City Center, we brought in you guys to join our union, and these guys have been working around the nation installing paneling for stadiums across the nation. Every football stadium is done by 88 members from 88, and they're traveling all over the nation for the past 15 years.
How many members are in Local 88?
Local 88 total with retirees, we're looking around 1350.
Okay.
Totally, about a little over 300 retirees, 750 journeymen, maybe 150 apprentices. That's another thing I wanted to get into is our apprenticeship.
Yeah.
How was that career path? From when you joined as an apprentice to journeyman to where you're at now?
Yeah, that's the opportunity. That's the great thing about being in any union. We start out from scratch, just a guy. In our situation, it's called a pre-apprentice.
Okay.
You become a pre-apprentice for whatever, a year or 2 years, whatever it takes, to be sure that you're passionate about what you do in this trade, and make sure it's what you want to do and see yourself doing it down the road, because you lock yourself into a 4 or 5 year program, you're going to take it pretty seriously and dedicate yourself. So we're actually tied in with the College of Southern Nevada, so we get college credit for everything that we do.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It doesn't cost a dime. That's the other thing. These kids coming out of high school, they get tied into these air conditioning service schools, and they're paying anywhere from $7,000 to $15,000 for a 7-month program, and they give them, a couple links to go to try to get a job, and they're in debt when they can come and join an apprenticeship, learn on the job with the guys. They work during the day. They come to school at night, 2 nights a week. It's just like a regular school year. They start in the fall and they go through May of the following year, and they'll be debt free. They'll be making the bucks once they become journeymen. And once work gets slow here locally, they got the opportunity to go work in other states. We got right now, since work is pretty slow locally, we got guys in Reno, Arizona, Tennessee, Idaho. They're all over the place. That's the great thing about being a union sheet metal worker. Like I was saying earlier, being from Phoenix, I did my apprenticeship in Phoenix, and work got slow out there, and it was booming out here in the mid-'90s.
You journey out over there or journey out over here?
I journeyed out in Phoenix.
In Phoenix, okay.
Became a journeyman out there. Came out here as a traveler. Went to work at the Luxor. Never set foot in this town until I came to work here, even though we're just 5 hours away. But
So why did you decide sheet metal?
What's that?
Why did you decide to go with the sheet metal?
In high school, down there, I had friends of mine, kind of similar to what Robert was saying. Nobody knows what a sheet metal worker is, and some of my friends that I used to play basketball with, their fathers were sheet metal workers, and they were learning through their fathers a trade, and that's why they told me to go check out the Local 359 in Phoenix. So shout out to those guys, because that's where I started, and got involved with being a pre-apprentice for like a year and a half. Did my apprenticeship back in the day, started in '88, finished in 1993. So I've been around for a minute, going on a little over 38 years in the trade, and it's been a great trade for me. So
you plan to retire soon?
Pardon me? Oh, I got a few more years left.
Couple more years left? Okay.
Yeah,
he can't go nowhere. We need him.
Just asking.
What are you guys both your positions in the union? What's your
So organizers.
You're both organizers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think our cards say something a little bit different, but our organizing is at the heavy lift, right? So I think what do you got on yours, Al? Political director?
Political director, recruiter. We do a lot of things. We cover a lot of boundaries.
I actually seen you in Washington. No, that I seen you and brought the Union Raza shirt out there, dude. I seen some of the pictures. That shit was badass. Yeah,
your logo gets a lot of attention, man. It's badass. We go out there every year for the National Building Trades convention that they have every year. So yeah.
Something that's pretty cool. That's Vince Aridra. He's got the big sticker on his laptop, and every time he's on TV, he's like, pops it open. It's right there on the TV. And it's like
the media's on him. Yeah, that's
pretty cool.
One time, I can't remember what event we were on, or it was a fundraiser, and it was during elections, and you told me that somehow we brought up our ex-president, and you said he's not getting the credit of all the stuff he's done. He's done a lot of good stuff. And people are just not hearing it. They're just saying he's getting old. He's this, he's that. Can you tell me about what you were? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, with Joe Biden.
Yeah, with Joe Biden. Yeah.
For me, he was our modern day John F. Kennedy. Okay. The guy actually did a lot of things for not just unions, but for everyone in general. And unfortunately, he really doesn't get the credit he deserves. If you look at all the job opportunities he created across the nation, all the chip plants, all the different legislation that he passed, it's record breaking compared to what presidents in the past did. And actually, I got the opportunity back in 2018 when he was Obama just finished his term, and so Biden wasn't anything at the time. And they called me up and hey, we need a couple limo drivers for a few days. So I went through a big background check. I went to the terminal, the private airport over there, it's McCarran at the time, and I was his limo driver for a day.
Oh, really?
And the dude was really down to earth, man.
Yeah. Good dude, good human.
It really is. And we shared stories about he grew up a Catholic boy just like I did. We started comparing stories about our mothers. I gave him a story that my mom used to bless my forehead before I left to walk to school, and he told me my mom did the exact same thing. And he said, "I'll tell you what, let's get your mom on the phone right now." Till this day, I have it on my phone. His voicemail he left. My mom didn't answer the phone, unfortunately, but he left her a voicemail.
That's cool.
And it breaks up a little bit because we had the directions to direct us to where we were driving to, because I was driving all over Vegas to do these fundraisers for him, because he came to town just to.
What is going through your mind when you're driving the president? When you're driving Joe Biden, you're like, okay, how did I get here? How does a guy from Whittier, going to Phoenix to look, I'm driving the president.
When he sat in that, and it was a black Suburban, just like you see regular. We rented a black Suburban. He got in there with his assistant. I could just feel the chill going through my body.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. I got Joe Biden sitting right behind me. It freaked me out.
His aura's got to be crazy, man. For sure.
And the dude, after you get to know him, man, he's really so down to earth, man. If you really got a chance to talk to him just for a few minutes, you realize he's just an awesome individual. And unfortunately, he doesn't get the credit, and you get all these bullshit rumors of what he did, this and this.
Don't even get me into the political side with Trump.
And the reason I brought it up, I remember when he told me, I'm a business owner, and a lot of people tell me, how can you be a business owner and be a Democrat? I'm like, bro, the Democrats are the ones that bring the best growth within any industry. And then when they said, well, no, it's not true, look at what I'm like, look, 2024, SP&F 500, the growth was 26%. We just finished 2025 with a Republican president. This is facts. You guys could look it up. It has nothing to do with left or right or bullshit. The growth was 14%. Oh, yeah. I'm just talking about the old S&P 500. And then like Al said, they don't get the credit.
No,
they really don't.
No, messaging. I think messaging has to do with a lot. So on these things, we were out there. Our national union called us to D.C. Ahead of this last presidential election to try to figure out how to do what. Right? What does your membership look like? What are we trying to do with our politics? And then they put us in front of powerful people. And to those chills that like Al was talking about, we were sitting in a room. That's where that picture of that Union Raza shirt came from. We were in front of the Eisenhower building, right next to the White House, which is where all the meetings happen. Nobody knows. I didn't know that until we were in there.
Okay.
And I had a conversation with the finance guy, right? And he's got a business card, and his title's so long that it fills the whole business card, and then says White House on it. And you read it, and you're like, how did I end up in this position?
Right.
Why am I the guy having this conversation? Yeah. And I said, I'll never forget, because I got dirty work boots on right now, where I come from. So my question wasn't to ask that guy about things that I wanted to know. It was to ask things that if my members had the chance to talk to this guy, what would they say? Right. And I told him in our conversation, I said, hey, do me a favor. Pitch me, just discussing the Joe Biden effect thing that we're talking about, pitch me why Joe Biden's the guy. But do it in a way that I can sell it in a bar, because that's where our blue-collar golf course exists. Tell me what I can go tell my guys in a bar where I'm going to meet them where they are about what he's done. Right, and they forget, and those guys get into those roles, and he kept on talking points, right, and they were very well politically put together.
Exactly, that's the problem.
But they don't resonate with guys while we're drinking beers and talking shit. Yeah. And that's where our conversations happen. Yep. And the puns are easy, and the jokes are fun, and it's easy to laugh at 3-second memes, and the way we get our information, and a lot of the stuff that Al's talking about doesn't happen unless you're a political nerd and involved with this stuff, or paid to be, live it and breathe it and do what you do every day. You're getting it in 15-second intervals, and it depends on how your feed reads. And you get what they think you want to hear. And I think even being in Carson City just this last time, I spent a lot of time walking the hallways because we had a lot of time.
I've been there,
Yeah. Finding out who didn't agree with us for whatever we were there for, right? and asking them, let's have a conversation. And I think perspective's a big deal. And I made more friends with enemies that I should have had than probably friends that I thought I should have been friends with, just because of a conversation. And I think we've lost a lot of that, and just society as a whole, right? Yeah. It's either, fuck you because you have a red hat on, or fuck you because you don't.
Exactly.
Well, that's just it. That's just the way the system is meant to be. They want to have that separation. I think most people are in the center, and more people have a good conversation about, like, you know what? Let's talk about this. Like when they ask me, I got conservative values. I really do. As a Latino, I got conservative values, and I also think that there's shit that they do that is not human. It's like, dude, this is not humanity. This is not what if we're gonna talk about maybe Jesus or religion, this is not what God would say to be proud of. Like, this is not it. And then also I have my issues with, far left is like, all right, bro, if we're gonna fucking fight about a fucking bathroom, I don't want to even fucking be in the middle of the conversation. Right. And again, it's my personal opinion. No,
you're right, and that's where the Republicans get that negative messaging right there. That resonates for so many people. They think everybody on the left supports those little minor things, and
it's not like that. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah. And I'm sorry that I just
no, you're good.
I get a little bit hyped up with this.
I think the majority of the population is in the center, right? And I think we all, no matter what your political beliefs are, agree more than we don't.
Yes.
I think we get lost in the fray, right? Crazy sells. Chaos pays. It's easier to tell you about the bad things someone's doing than the good things, right? And I think that's kind of getting back to the point of all the great things that were afforded to us under the Biden presidency, that a lot of that's been taken away, but, you get shot in the ear and get a badass picture out of that. And,
brother, qué casualidad,
Yeah.
Plane, an eagle flying by. Rob, what's up, brother?
We got more shout-outs coming through, so let's check it out. On the Facebook, we got Robert Rojas, Carpenters Union Local 562 in the house.
What's up, Rob?
Then we got Judith, who's a previous guest. Hello, Judith. Buenas noches, Union Raza. Then over here on the Instagram, Yulan LV. Yay! I just learned what sheet metal workers do. That's so cool. Then we got MVD 357. Shout out IBEW 357 strong. Great POD, fellas. Respect. Okay.
that's my brother.
All right.
That's your canal. Órale.
That's him.
We got
Sparky, huh?
Sparky, yeah. He's the one that made more money than me. Made me come do this.
we got George A. Rodriguez 6, Laborers Local 130989. Yep, my eyes are that bad, you guys. Give me a second here. Let's see. We got one here. RCarloZJ.10. When are you guys bringing Jose Torres, El Rey de Alto Mando?
Oílo, el rey de alto mando se mamó este güey.
Let me see
Bring my son
here.
in. He has a few questions for you guys.
All right.
I guess you're coming in, Alec. Oye, Alec, where's Racielito? He has my keys. He can't go without me.
I got one more here. Damien's _35.
What's up, brother? How are you?
Local 1 Chicago Ironworkers in the house.
Oh, chingón.
I got with the business laborer local 7783 checking in. Yeah, that 8 looked like a 6, guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna throw it back to you, Eram.
Hey, anyways, as you can see, Alec just walked in. What's up, Carlitos? My
up,
nephew.
How are you?
I was out on a run.
He was on the run. He was on the Philippines for about 2 weeks too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Good for
some
you.
time in the
Enjoy the life.
Yeah. Really, really nice. I'm still really tired from like the jet lag.
Ooh.
So like right
I'm
after
married
work-
to a Filipina, and I
yeah?
have not been there yet, but I'm going to have to go pretty soon. But that 16-hour flight, I'm not digging that.
Yeah,
at all.
you were sick for like 3 days, no? 4 days, unfortunately.
Yeah, I got sick for a week. I'm just getting over it now. Yeah.
It's moving. It's going around, that sickness right now. This flu.
Everybody, yeah, look at Rob, man. Got the mask
They're
on. I
calling
was
it a
sick all
super
last
flu.
week. Yeah.
So,
And then you feel great, but you still have a stupid cough for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
As you can see, I've been coughing. I feel fine, but that stupid cough, it's been here for like 3 weeks.
It finally got cold. That's what happened.
Yeah.
It finally got cold.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome to the podcast. What do you think?
Yeah. It's really,
cool.
really cool. You
Yeah.
guys are blessing. This is the first podcast. You guys are blessing this room.
Yeah.
First episode here.
Glad
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
proud to be here. Proud to be here. Thank you guys.
We appreciate you guys. Another thing, we have been working with Local 88, about 4 years, 3-4 years? You guys been working with us with Artkore and
you guys did a phenomenal job on the wrap of our truck that we drive, or that Robert drives around every day.
Yes, sir. We got to rewrap that hood and that roof.
Yeah, that desert heat will get it, right? So we're trying to get it before it gets too far gone.
Yeah, that's when it comes to wraps, the first thing that goes is the hood and the roof.
Yeah.
Because of the heat. Alec, welcome. Any questions for the gentleman? Any questions for your tío? I love you.
I'm just coming in. I heard.
I think we made it on question 1 as far as like.
Exactly. We went to question 1, then we started talking about OF and.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all over the map.
Yeah.
Again, welcome. So we were just talking a little about what a sheet metal worker is that nobody knew. Everybody just learned on the podcast what sheet metal workers do.
One of my friends actually just joined the sheet metal workers. So I'm not too familiar with what you guys do. I don't know if
What's his name?
His name is Sergio.
Sergio?
Yeah.
Sergio. So here's what we do, and you can ask Sergio if it's true or not. Make money.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Any union craft's a good union craft. That's what I tell everybody. I said on a lot of these things, and I think I was trying to bring it up in the conversation a little bit earlier. When I was a kid coming up through school, CCSD, you get sit in auditoriums, right? And mom always like, let's go, because I didn't do the English homework or whatever the class was. And they'd make you feel like a fool if you weren't going to college. They'd have CSN representatives there, UNLV, and then that was kind of it. So it's been my pleasure in this role to do a lot of the stuff where I can do outreach, community outreach, talk to high school kids, talk to junior high. I was at I think they're academies now. They're STEM. They're kind of magnet schools for a middle school earlier this week that I'm on advisory board to over there. And we've gotten kudos, right? All the trades have gotten acknowledged as being bona fide ways to make good livings for families without college debt, right? So I've sat next to CSN for a lot of years now and got to tell them, I said, you made me feel like when I was a kid that if I didn't go to college, I was going to be a screw up. Now I get to sit next to you in a lot of these things and tell you that if you don't join a trade, you'll end up with college debt. So there's other paths, right? There's other paths. And I think any of the young people that get a chance to listen, it's important to understand that if you don't fit a mold, it's okay.
It's crazy that you mentioned that. There was it was like a meme that I seen on Facebook years ago where there was a guy that was cleaning a sidewalk.
Yeah.
And the mom's talking to her kids like, look, if you don't go to school, you're going to end up like that guy, cleaning the roads, picking up trash. And then another mom was like, look, that guy's a union worker. He's got a pension. He makes this much money. So, yes, college education is not necessarily it. Right. They can make a lot of money without it, and a trade's a trade. What I do want to go back before we kind of see it, we were talking about politicians and what's going on in Biden. How has this administration affected your union and unions in general?
Trump, we call it the Trump effect for a reason. There's a lot of people that we're pretty split. When it comes to all the trades, you always hear 60-40%, 60% Democratic. Maybe I think it's closer to 55-45 personally, but he hasn't had an effect. I think a lot of people just got tired of the same old thing over the years, and Trump preached like he was bringing in something different. And, he did on the first go around, but here it's something really insane on his second go around. For me, I don't even feel like it's politics anymore with that guy. He's just doing whatever he wants to do, but he still gets the support. There's still people out there that really back what he does, no matter what he does. But it's pretty crazy right now.
So
the world we live
in. Do you see the effects like in contracts that you guys are not getting that you would be pretty much
so there's a lot of work that was going on around us, right? The gigafactories, the chips, the plants, the things that were happening, mega projects, I think is what they've all kind of been dubbed. And we're slow relative to years past, right?
Correct.
I mean, we're working, but we're not booming. Right. And where we plan on sending people just got the carpet yanked out from underneath it. So that's tough. It makes where you got to go to feed your family a little farther away, maybe. Makes where you go where you could have had family not there no more. So some of the projects that were on the horizons kind of from that Biden Chips and Science Act and a lot of that stuff that funded a lot of those chips plants that aren't there for us now, that's the cause and effect. 10 economists, 10 answers, I'm sure. So if you're looking at things between tariffs and taxes and rebates and all the other Doge and political buzzwords that surround a lot of this stuff, is it direct? I'm sure I could find a way to make it anything you want it to be, and that's kind of where we get in the trouble.
Yeah, it's not going on. We only got 3 more years.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy,
what they
right?
say, but I don't know. I don't
It
think
feels
this
like
dude
4, dude. I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you mean it's only 1 year? Fuck.
I don't think this guy's going to go away, dude. Personally, I just feel like he's going to try to change some shit because he doesn't care about the Constitution.
No, he doesn't.
And,
And,
he's gonna
and
do
I
what he
mean, and you
wants.
know what's crazy? They're scared of him, bro.
They are.
Everybody's scared of him in the White House and in the House, and it's like, why?
It was finally good to see some Republicans step up recently, for the
Venezuela thing?
No, the other deal to pass the credits for the Obamacare for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
That's what they did in the Congress, but now it's going over to the Senate, so we'll see what the Senate does.
Because I know they just voted to impeach him again for like 8 different articles, and they actually had some Republicans that voted
Oh, really? I didn't hear
to
about that
impeach
one.
him. Yeah, it was like 237 to like 123. But now it's got to go. I think that was the House, and that's got to Congress or vice versa.
Yeah.
But it's que no mames, everything he did in Venezuela, he kidnapped the president, and he literally did. They were saying that for him to do what he did in Venezuela, he had to get Congress to approve it.
He did.
He skipped them completely.
He just did it.
Yeah, there's a lot of those processes that traditionally have pathways. Nobody's tested the waters the way he has. And here's my idea about it, right? And everyone has one. I think we'll be stronger for this.
Yeah.
As a nation. He's going to test the waters for sure. And there's a lot of rules that have been in place that should take effect, but no one's ever tested it, so no one's found the bounds of them. And boy, he's trying.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, Maduro's a piece of shit. For what how he had his country, how people are suffering, how people are making $10 a week, but yet a burger is $30. It's like it's ridiculous.
Right.
So being one of the richest countries with oil and all these resources, and they have no access to it.
Until the system holds Trump accountable for what he's done, he's going to continue to do it.
Yeah.
It's going to get worse.
It's going to get worse.
Yeah.
There's J6. That's the classic example. This guy, so many people, all the harm that they did to all these police officers and so many people, and he went and pardoned everybody. And these people that he's letting loose back out into the society, they're getting locked back up. I just saw just the other day, 6 of them were sex offenders to minorities, and they're back in jail.
Oh, yeah.
So it's insane. But it's going to come down to accountability, and if they don't hold this guy accountable for anything he's doing wrong, he's going to continue to do it, and it's going to get worse.
I think my big fear of it is the pendulum swing, right? So you pull a pendulum far enough one way, it swings that far the other way.
Yep.
So it's going to take a little bit before we true back up to the center and try to get just things regular again, right? Where it's boring, but almost to a necessity. We need to be back to regular, boring politics where we can accuse them of things that aren't even outlandish as are happening in reality.
It was funny because they were talking about that the other day, how there was a big scene when Obama was president about his tan suit that he wore once on TV.
God, yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, how dare he wear this tan suit? It's like, this guy's raping people and,
Yeah, and being convicted. And,
it's crazy. It's
but,
crazy.
No, they're good with that.
Hey, Mark, we have any shout outs? I'm going to put you on the spot, boy. Y'all listen to Mark. Say what's up, Mark.
What's good? We got Andres on Facebook. We got saludos desde León, éxitos.
León, Guanajuato.
Saludos de León.
Don't get nervous,
El
homie.
compa Andrés.
You're still behind the lights. They're bright on this side. I feel like I'm melting.
Yeah, it's a little hot.
Nah, that's it right now. That's all the shit.
That's it. Órale. Bueno, what's up, Andrés? Desde León, Guanajuato. Saludos, hermanito.
How did you guys spend the New Year's and your guys' holidays?
Just pretty chill, man. We just relaxed. I did the strip 1 year, and 1 year is enough.
That's it.
After you get that curiosity out of the way, you're done with
Amen.
it, man.
Did it once, never again.
So
Never again.
Let it, just chill, relax, man. As you
I've
get
seen-
older, man, you go to bed early, but them damn fireworks, they wake you up.
Yeah, it sounded like Baghdad over my house.
It does. It literally sounds like a war out there, dude.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Nobody's doing fireworks. Somebody's blowing bombs out there somewhere, dude. 'Cause it's pretty-
And I live downtown. I live on Charleston and 7th right there, so I hear everything that's going on over there. That and the crackheads that are around my house, too, también. So.
There's pockets over there. It's real nice and retro, and then you go a block the wrong way, and
I'm at the block the wrong way.
oh, okay. The affordable spot.
No, the truth is, I'm literally it's a 10-minute walk to downtown, and it's really calm. It's a little on the ghetto side, but it's where all the lawyer offices are. So
Right.
Yeah. No, there's some pretty nice areas over
yeah,
there.
you get a
dude.
couple. It's a 8-plex, and it's probably from the 50s, and I paid $900 a month.
Can't beat that.
Nah, bro. That's why I'm like, I'm
Keep
cool.
the bar tabs up while you're doing all the DJing.
Exactly.
No, I think ghetto's perspective, right? Just like wealth, right? I've had these conversations a lot, and you get into these roles too, and everyone thinks you make a lot more money.
Yeah.
Truth be told, there's probably more money in the tools. I know for a fact it is for me. But the ghetto and wealth is something that you get to your example earlier, that two perspectives on the same guy working his ass off is two different, totally different looks at life.
Exactly.
I know I got people around me that go, "Oh, you've made it," and they go, "I'm just getting started."
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like I'm where I thought I wanted to be, but now I can see there's another step. And same thing with your neighborhood. It's only as ghetto as you think it is.
No, it's super common. Look, they go like, Alex, you've been there, and then literally you don't see no traffic at night. Like, so you'll see one crackhead walking around by himself, but that's anywhere in Vegas right now.
That's probably the safest spot to be, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Crackheads don't come to their own neighborhood to steal; they come to
exactly.
the
You know,
ones.
that's funny because someone's like, "Oh, the East Side's hella ghetto. There's a bunch of people that steal." No, they go to Summerlin and steal. They live in the East Side, bro.
I can't ride the bike I stole from my neighbor.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna see me with it. Anyway. So what's coming up for you guys? Any big projects that you guys are working on right now?
Right now, the locals, a lot of the trades are working on the Hard Rock. Right
Hard
now,
Rock?
that big guitar-shaped tower out there. And after that one's going to be obviously the Ace Stadium. There's also a couple of big towers out there in Henderson, sitting along the mountain called the Four Seasons.
Okay.
That's going to be a pretty big project for us. But other than that, just a lot.
It's a lot of defense right now.
Yeah.
A lot of our day spent doing defense, right? Like day-to-day operations. What does a guy do? And I've been the guy in the toolbox that said, they're in that office just stealing money, right? The back of their boots are probably wore out from putting them up on the desk. Truth be told, it's a fight everywhere we go. We've been doing a lot of job walks, right? So we're trying to do a lot of the public works to get ahead of the curve on things. So we're not being reactive, we're being proactive. And it went from 3 to 4 contractors doing job walks for $1 million project to 25 contractors doing job walks on $10,000 projects. The telltale signs are there, union or non, everything's kind of slowing down for a lot of the guys, a lot of the companies, a lot of the estimating teams, and it's probably going to get a little doggy dog out there, which that's okay. We're confident in our skill sets and being able to sharpen our pencil, working with our contractors, getting our labor to stay up to skills and ahead of the curve on what's coming and what we can do and provide. It's a little wild, for sure. It's a little wild.
Wait, what's going on with the A's? I heard that they can't trademark the name or some shit like that.
I saw that in the news too.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak to it because I don't want to misrepresent anything.
No, but I actually seen that they're like that. They're trying to trademark it, but Las Vegas A's or Athletics is not available or some shit like that.
On a personal preference, I'm all for it.
Yeah, let's change the name.
Yeah, because anything we brand as Las Vegas and it's our own does great.
I agree.
Anything we're trying to absorb and steal from somewhere else just because of
What's
money.
up to the Raiders?
I didn't want to name drop, but
that one went through.
I will. Fucking, they suck, bro.
but there's a culture around that team, right?
Dude, and it's funny because we were talking about Raider girl earlier. She's actually a carpenter. She works at the training center, and she's a big old Raider fan, tatted all Raiders and this. And I'm like, you guys are at fault that the Raiders suck because they can lose 300 games, but you guys will still fill those stadiums.
Still sell out the stadium.
Without a doubt, dude.
If you stop giving them money, they're gonna have to get better players. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
They got all excited because they beat Kansas City 14-13, bro. And they're like, oh, we won one. Motherfucker, you guys won out of 13 games, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, I think it was win number 3 for this
Yeah.
year or something. No, that's crazy, but you're right. If we name a team like the Golden Knights, they've already won Stanley Cup. You got the Aces over there. They're our name. Maybe if we change the Ace to something,
Yeah,
Las
even the
Vegas.
lacrosse team, right? We got the lacrosse team that's ours.
I didn't know that.
We'll see, but hopefully that might be a sign for them to change the name of the team to something that
Yeah, I'm
they
for
can
it.
get trademarked.
So if you're watching, change it.
Yeah, A's. Change your name. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the A's were established in like 1946. I was seeing something about that. So it's like, it's an old team, It's
There's a ton of history behind it,
Yeah.
but it's not ours.
It's not ours. No, I agree.
Yeah, we're good for 1 year's worth of history as long as it's ours.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Look at the Knights, right? I remember seeing that logo when it came out, and I'm going, that's dumb.
Dude, same shit. I didn't like the
dumb.
name. I was like, Golden Knights? What's that have to do with Vegas?
Now I got blankets and pillows and curtains.
Check out my
and,
tat.
Yeah, look. And the chonies too. I'm sure.
No, but I agree. Same thing. When it came out, I was like, the Golden Knights? That's fucking stupid.
It's
dude.
whack.
They're
Next.
certified now.
Yeah,
they're certified. What do you guys think is coming next? Baseball? Not baseball, soccer or
I
NBA?
think it'll be NBA, but we got to wait till LeBron James retires so that he can put
Come
the money
over here.
Come over here. That's where they're waiting.
Nah, they've been talking about the NBA team forever.
Yeah, they were saying Shaq might even be an owner for that, right? Or a part owner with LeBron?
Yeah, Shaq and LeBron, that's where the money is at. Those guys make some big-time bucks nowadays compared to back in the day when I was young. You know, the big contract that came out was for Magic Johnson, a $25 million contract, and that was unheard of.
But yet,
these guys
all these kids nowadays, they still think that LeBron's the GOAT, bro. He's not the GOAT, bro.
You don't think so?
Who's the pitcher from the Dodgers?
Ohtani?
Yeah. I watched like a meme because I get my information 15 seconds at a time, too.
Yeah, me too.
And it was an at-pat, and his ticker on his money's just screaming. You know, and he made $25,000 for an at-bat, and the guy batting made like $8,000.
Oh, shit.
And I say $8,000 as if getting 3 balls thrown at you is chump change, but comparison, it's nuts the money they got in these things.
We were talking about Ronaldo. Was it me and you or Alec or Racielito? How much Ronaldo makes a day with the Arabs? $656,000 a day. That's how much he makes.
Wow.
They're buying the name, the legacy.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's what they're buying.
Soccer's on a whole different level.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Worldwide, it doesn't compare to what the American sports are.
No, and it's funny. That's why I do think that they're going to have a soccer team eventually. They were talking about the top 10 leagues most watched. Europe, of course, Spain, England, Germany, Italy. MLS is like the 8th worldwide, which is really good. And they're actually better than Liga MX. Liga MX is like 11th. So I was like, oh, that's surprising. Because they got a lot of the big stars coming in before retirement, you know. So
All right, now they got Messi.
They got Messi. They got el de la colita. Sholokovic, ¿cómo se llama?
Zlatan?
Yeah, Zlatan. Yeah, he came. I think he's playing with the Galaxy now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they came, they played something at the Legion Stadium last year, and they filled that stadium up like nothing. Now
That is such a cool stadium. Honestly, my shout is it. It's such a cool stadium.
Yeah, it definitely is beautiful, beautiful stadium.
Yeah, even though I'm talking shit about the Raiders, but I love you guys. They are clients of ours, you know. So we have worked with them in the past, and we've actually done the.
Hey, business is business.
Yeah. The team sucks. All right, management, you guys are cool.
I was actually at that last game for the season here at home against Kansas City where they won it by the field goal.
Yeah.
I've been to 2 Raider games, and it's kind of sad that that's like 2 out of 8 that they've won in the past 3 years.
No, yeah, it's ridiculous. But yeah, we've been blessed. You've done it. My brother's done it. I've done it to do the spring training.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw the ball, meet the players, see the whole tour of the stadium.
I was about to get scouted out there.
Yeah, bro.
Keeping an eye out.
Until I pulled my knee. Me chingué la rodilla, dicen.
Every team's got a water boy.
Yeah, hey. They make good money.
You get a ring too. You'll get a ring.
Hey, so tell me about the logo. I had some questions for that stuff. I got ideas about it. I've done some reading. We were talking earlier by reading, I mean watching YouTube.
Yeah.
Because that's how we read now, subtitles.
So a couple things about the logo. It's half Pancho Villa, half Zapata. I can't remember which is which half, Raciel. Can you remember?
The left is Pancho Villa, the right is Zapata.
Right, Zapata, Pancho Villa to the left. Vivan las uniones cabrones, just something we came up with because, hey, pura unión, Funny story, the word union raza, Rich came up with that, right? Yeah, one of our really good friends, family, but he used to work with us. He's, when we're trying to make la marca, he came up with union raza. And we were like, we'll put it on the stove, see if it heats up. And then it was the winner. It was definitely the winner. Shout out to Rich. And what else? I mean, is there anything else?
Yeah, every time I wear the shirt, I get compliments.
The whole vision of it, and I was high as fuck when it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, he was stoned. It's funny. You guys see my truck, right? So it says cabeza y huevos. And every time I'm driving, they're like, ¿qué vendes? Vendes tacos de cabeza, tacos de huevo. No bullshit. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, we got to get away from that cabeza y huevos.
Jump in there and talk about the vision, how it happened. I don't know. You want to jump in there?
No, come on. I'm going to pass you out to Raciel. You stay, man.
Yeah, with the tacos, one time I was pumping gas, same thing. And they asked me, ¿cuánto los tacos? How much are for the tacos? I'm like, what? Like, I was so thrown off guard. I had no idea what he was talking about. And then he pointed at the logo. Con cabeza y tacos.
Yeah, there's always unintended consequences, right, when you're rocking gear. So our truck, being Local 88, I don't know if this is a sensitive subject, and I'm going to be very careful about it, but I've been sweated driving that truck around, right? And not knowing no better, having an idea, but there's prison affiliation with our locals number. Wow. So if you're unaware, ask me when we get off, and I'll kind of explain what it is. And if you know, you know.
I didn't know. What's the drama on that?
Like I said, we'll talk later because I got educated, right?
Okay.
And when you get told about something you didn't realize, I'm rocking this thing proud as shit. I'm like, this is my spot. This is my local. These are my people. These are my brothers and sisters. You know, this is, what do you mean it? I'm like, oh, hold on now. If that's what you're worried about, that came, maybe the 80s? Like, look at my charter. It's 1942. We've been in town a lot longer than the shenanigans you're discussing. So, yeah, in the way of the tacos and getting sweated while you're getting gassed, I can associate with that.
We can say that the number 8 is what's the 8th letter of the alphabet?
A, B, C, D, E, F.
Let's get back to your logo. We'll get back to
H.
I was going to say G, bro. Mucho tequila.
It's H. So we'll probably...
We'll see after.
Yeah.
We'll talk in 10 minutes.
Wait till the comments light up. Sorry about that.
About the logo. So, like my brother said, one of our, he's a good friend, Rich. He's like, hey, how about you in Raza? And then, like he said, like, well, let's go ahead and just think about it, see where it's going to go. And to be honest, I'm going to be hella honest. I was always into sports, athlete, boxing, Muay Thai, soccer. I was very anti-drug. And then all of a sudden, weed became legal. Here I am. And I'm being hell honest. So I took a gummy. And then all of a sudden, Union Raza just gave me a whole journey. It gave me the logo. It gave me the vision. It gave me, all this stuff. And my wife said, you know what? Every time I take cannabis, I get very, very creative. And just, why don't you start recording yourself or write? So that time I recorded myself and I said, hey, I want to create a logo that's powerful. I want to create a logo that represents. And I wanted to be about the people. That was that was it. And I went online. And all of a sudden, Pancho Villa, Menos Zapata showed up, and I made 1 into 1. In my vision, it was me and my brother, because we are very, very different, but yet we understand what's the value of being a human, was the value of giving back. And no credit to me or him, credit to our parents. And it represented what I wanted. And earlier we had a talk. It's like, hey, they were both kind of fucking bad guys. I'm like, yeah, they were the bad hombres, but they represented something. They were bad guys to bad people. That was my takeaway, right? They represented los huevos que se ocupa para seguir adelante. I don't know how to translate that.
They had the biggest balls to move forward. Basically, what you said.
They actually took the presidency seat, bro. There's a badass picture where they took the president's seat, and then Zapata says, hey, bro, we're not smart enough to take the seat, but we took it. But now we're going to give it back to somebody that could move forward. So they that's how badass they were. They could have become the next dictator. And they said, no, we got to this point. Let me give this back. And Emiliano Zapata and Pancho Villa, their stories came from just somebody being abused and saying, I'm not going to take it no more. And they both have their, I could get a little deeper into that.
It's a smart move.
Yeah.
It really is.
No, and I think we can relate to those guys quite a bit, right? Being union organizers on its very face value. We go out and we fight in the streets every day for people who don't have a voice singularly. But when we come together, we're a monster, right? And we get the pleasure to be the guys that represent those individuals as individuals, but collectively we get to go out and put that fight up for those guys. So if you ask a certain set of individuals, we're bad guys. Like, we do things that piss people off, but we do it for all the right reasons. Like, if you're mad, you need to ask why, right? Are you pissed off because you're stealing and doing things to people? Are you oppressing your workers to get them into a spot that you should be paying them more because you're charging the same, right? And we sit in meetings all the time. And they tell us, oh, you guys are more expensive. I said, well, let's compare apples to apples. If you're looking at our bid to yours, we're within hundreds of dollars on $1 million project.
Right.
Relationships, that's got a lot to do with what you're doing. And then the ability to sharpen up the pencil if shit goes sideways. So then if you need a chance to steal money, you can do it on the workers' back who aren't represented. But you can't do it to ours, right? You're going to pay the piper if you come play with us. Right? And so are we bad guys? No.
No.
But we are if you ask the wrong people. And I think that those guys, watching their story that I read on YouTube, had I was like, wow, perception's a lot. And if you're looking at those guys, you're going, they were doing the right things for the right people. the wrong things if you ask the wrong people. And it hit hard.
They stuck up for the weak. You know, that's really what it boils down.
I rock that shirt all the time, and I get a lot of compliments for it too. It's like, that's a badass shirt, right? You know, and I'm like, go to the website, follow the Instagrams. They do a lot of good stuff, and you guys kill it in the community too. I know I try to tell you every time we see you, so we'll make sure it gets recorded. The work you guys do and the countless hours you guys put in, and a lot of that goes unnoticed. From the toy drives to doing all the stuff, and I see you driving around just passing out shirts. Sometimes you don't know what it means to get a shirt just as a construction worker. Well, for a pin, you don't know what we'll do. You give us a shirt, it's like, who we killing, right? Like, where's the guy? Like a shirt. So no, a lot of the logos and just the following and watching all the guys repost, and you guys repost a lot of their stuff. It gives a voice to workers that don't normally have an avenue to do it. So you're kicking ass, and I appreciate everything you guys do.
Thank you.
And besides the branding, I mean, my dad was a retired laborer. My mom retired from culinary. So we were kids that understand the benefits of being a union family. We went from a trailer. When you talk about the toy drive, 2 blocks from there, we were in a trailer. That's the first house we had. And then we went to an apartment. Then I see my parents buy the home, just like your story. I mean, we buy the home and understanding to having health insurance, understanding that my dad was breaking his back, but he had a nice pay. My mom as well. She went from cleaning bathrooms and cleaning toilets and doing the beds to serving food. And one time I asked her, I said, Mom, I says, how can you serve food if you don't understand English? She said, I memorized the menu, you know, and what kind of, I mean, you can't make this shit up.
No.
They get by.
We got 5 minutes? Okay.
You know,
so,
they fight.
Yeah, and that's what me and my brother, and giving back, Mama would say, hey, donde comen 4, comen 5, donde comen 5, comen 6. Mm-hmm. And she would always say, when you leave, you ain't gonna take shit.
Right.
So make sure you share. So that's just it. You know, it's like all those values, they were brought up to us since we were very, very little.
Yeah.
And I could say that for my brother as well. We're hella different. That's why the 2 faces. You know, one of them is, a lot of people say, which one's you, which one's the other? I'm like, well, you got to guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes it may depend on the day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you can't take it with you, I like that idea. I got told one time and it stuck that I'm never going to die rich. I'm never going to be rich. I'll be happy. I just want my funeral to be packed, right?
Hell yeah.
You know, you made it. Who cares if the pine box is made out of plywood or if it's maple and oak.
Let it be a celebration.
Yeah. Let's party. One more time. Hopefully it's full. I'm gonna have 2 friends there now that I said it, right?
What do you think of the logo?
It's definitely an attention getter, dude. It really turns heads all the time. You know, you guys did a phenomenal job designing that and put it together. So it really sends the clear message, you know. In businesses, for anything, branding's everything. And that's a great example to put your name out there, and it does good, man. You can see you guys are been growing for the past few years, and you guys are heading the right direction. And you know, I wish you guys all the best, and just continue doing what you're doing, man. Just stay involved in the community, because especially Vegas, we need that voice out there, bro, for sure. So you guys continue to be
yeah, my son, I think his whole closet's full of those logos now. He guys got the hats, the shirts, and
that's dope.
He grows out of them, so you might start seeing them in some of the Goodwill spots as we start donating back, right?
Thank you guys for repping, man. Thank you guys for repping, and we're gonna try our best. We're not perfect. Me and my brother, we didn't even fucking finish high school, bro. But we're here to tell the story, to say, hey, si se puede, a huevo que se puede, and let's get it done. I do have a question. There's a trending subject right now. It's a little touchy. Maduro. You know, he's a dictator, maybe not even a good guy. I don't know. I don't live there. But I just want to take everybody's take over here, including myself. But what do you guys think of the Maduro?
You know, like your brother said earlier, I think he was a piece of shit, dude. Everybody's got to have their voice, you know, and that's what we do daily. You know, we're a voice for organizers. You know, always when people ask me what you do for a living, you're the voice. We're the Cesar Chavez, what he did for the farm workers back in the day. That's what we do today for the sheet metal workers. So what Maduro did, I think, you know, hate Trump for what he does for a lot of things, but I'm really happy he did what he did there, and hopefully.
So you gave him that W?
For getting rid of Maduro, you know, I got to give him credit for that. But who knows? You know, right now they say that the vice president's just as bad, or it could be even worse, because she's educated. She knows what she's doing. When you have somebody dumb that's up there stirring shit, you know, you don't worry about it. But when you got somebody that's smart like she is, they can do a lot more damage, and that's the only good thing about Trump, he's not the smartest cat in the world, but he's got people around that are going to do whatever. But I hope the best for the people in Venezuela. They did need change. Cuba needs change. There's a lot of South American countries out there that need some change. And what Trump's doing, stirring the shit with the cartels, especially Mexico, man. I feel like the cartels have had such a big control over that country for so long. And if he goes in there next, like he's threatening to, so be it. The people that live in their countries deserve a voice. And the way the cartels have been stealing, even from the farmers, for the past 5-6 years that we've heard about it. Whatever there's money, they're taking away from the people, and it shouldn't be that way. You should be able to strive and do what you do, and you shouldn't have to be taxed by these babosos that don't deserve to get your money. You worked hard for your money, you should keep your money. So hopefully things turn around for the people in Mexico también. So we'll see how it goes. That's where I'm at.
What's your take, Rob?
Man, I try to. So this one's always touchy, right? And not that I don't care to ever touch a touchy subject. I just don't know. I don't know enough, and to speak out of ignorance, I think would probably be more offensive if I were to say something just of not having the information,
the facts.
Yeah, I always joke, and it's not a joking matter, but like I don't know what's going on in Utah, right? They're my neighbor, let alone a couple countries away. And I gave that reference for a lot of years. We were doing the Middle East stuff. Even the recent Middle East and a lot of stuff happening over there. They're like, what do you think? I'm like, I'll be honest, I don't know. I could tell you some ignorant opinions about it and what I see on my 15-second memes, but sometimes you got to know when to leave stuff alone. And for me, I just don't think that I got enough knowledge about it to form an opinion.
Respect. Alec?
I think it looks like the pictures that I've seen of him like circulating, him here, it looks like he's on a vacation. Like he always has his thumbs up. He always has a different set of clothes.
But is that AI though, or
I don't know? That's kind of crazy.
Oh, Maduro?
Yeah, Maduro.
Well, he was printing an Artkore shirt.
He was just at Artkore printing some shirts for us.
Yeah.
We're out of time.
I'm gonna give you guys my take just for a couple seconds. I think that it's South America, Central America, Mexico, United States. I don't want to say Canada. I think that they use the drugs to control a lot of people. And I think the system was part of it. I think there's somebody way in the top that's the truth cartel. And again, it's just my opinion. It could be a theory. There's a big cartel on top that they put in to take people off. I don't understand how a third grader level, intellectual level, like El Chapo or like El Hombre del Sombrero could access the whole world. There has to be a system. There has to be in a plan. We could go back to the 80s. We could go in the 90s. To me, it's just a big business. My wife works for a great lawyer, and he represents some of the people that move shit here. And I see how much money goes to him. I see how much money goes to the jails, how much money goes to judges. So I just think it's something that's in the way up, and the true boss, we don't even know who it is, but they're the ones control it. And I think it got out of hand. I think that it's no longer this third grader. I think the son now is an engineer, is an architect, and evolved. So it got out of hand, and they don't know how to stop it now. That's just my take. I see different angles, and at the same time, I just wish the best were my people, my kids, my family, and I lost some people to this, close people, died, close cousins. And it knocked home, not just to my world, but a lot of people's world. And if we could put a stop to it, it's about time. So that's just my
sure,
take.
Man. We got to create opportunity out there for the people. And a lot of these guys get stuck in doing, they get recruited at such young ages to do it because there's just no other choices for these kids where they're growing up. Oh. So I completely agree with you, man. If you get away from these guys and, Mexico, and just for example, there's so many different things to do out there. The soil, there's so
many resources out there, bro. I go there once a month, and
it's fun. Man,
yeah, and it's not what you see in Fox News. It's great people. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have this story where I have my iPhone, brand new iPhone, and I put it right there. I put it on the taco stand, and I go, and then all of a sudden I got the lady running. You forgot your iPhone. You don't see that shit on Fox News, bro. He's like, they're gonna rob you. Like, who the fuck's robbing you?
We brought 500 pesos while we're in Ensenada. And some guys say, hey, se te cayó el dinero. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and that's the truth. Nobody's speaking about that.
No, trouble's anywhere you want to find it, right? They told me that down there when I asked. They said, "Do you want trouble?" I said, "No, don't find it."
Yeah, simple as
Okay.
that. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we gotta go.
We gotta
Thank
go,
you, guys.
guys. Thanks for the podcast. It was fucking great. I know we left a lot of things on the table, but
Oh, that's
you
all
guys
right.
you guys are always
Welcome
welcome
back.
back.
Yeah,
Keep doing this, man. It's phenomenal.
we
Is
appreciate
that
you.
fun? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, it
yes.
was great.
Thank you,
Went
thank
by
you.
quick. It really did.
Yeah.
Last word.
Thank you guys. We have some gifts for you guys.
Awesome.
It's right here.
Thank you so much.
So the top one is XL. So that would be for Robert.
Yep.
Are you saying I'm bigger than XL?
Well,
I'm
you
not
didn't
saying. I'm just saying the Robert that with the XL's on top.
Oh, bang. There we go.
Damn.
Check that one out.
Custom. It's
And
got-
I can't open it, but it does got our smart local 88 and the Union Raza right there.
Oh,
Yep.
sweet.
Turns out I'm a Dixon fan.
I can see.
Yeah. So that'll fit well into the closet.
You got some stickers.
Stickers,
You
yeah,
also
we're
have
stacked.
Stickers for both of them.
Stickers.
Shout out to the Artkore team.
Cool.
Yeah, no, we appreciate you guys. This stuff's always great.
Thank
I think I got more Union Raza stickers on my little fire cabinet at the house than I got room for now, so we're going to start doubling up on them.
you. Hell yeah.
There you go. 2 of 2.
To everybody out there, man, happy Friday, great
Happy
weekend.
Friday.
Happy everybody have a badass New Year. Nothing but the best.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Later.
But yeah, 2 of 2. No one has this one.
Nice.